Hello all, Paleolithic Digger here. Special video tonight. So, you know how the other night I was working on my fifth totem out from underneath the root ball and around it. I got a sixth one. I'm almost sure. Okay, so in the video before on showing the fifth totem, I showed you the pile of rocks that I still needed to go through in the floor from out of the rock bag. Okay, now, hold on, let me, it's a little tight. Let me take this off. Okay, so I explained how to go through them, you know, same rock size, same texture, same kind of cuts. All right, well, tonight, I just now sat down, got home, and I was staring at that pile. Excuse me. Hold on, let me fix my shirt. So, I was staring at that pile and picked up a few rocks. Okay, show you the kind of same style, same close weight, right? The fifth totem that I showed, if you notice, those rocks are like, I'm not gonna say the same size, but what would you say? Proportionate in a certain balanced weight range. Okay, like I'm not, okay, here you go. So I'm not going to take, say, this rock or this rock and put it with this rock. This rock needs to go with probably some that's still in the floor of other sizes. I started putting up some bases on here, and then I started, okay, so this goes with rocks that are proportionate, or within a proportionate weight range, size, you know, with that. I hope y'all are following me there on what I'm trying to say. Okay, again, like I said, these four that I just picked up out of the floor are pretty much, you know, within a small percentage of weight between each other. Come on, Lita, you gotta go. Go lay down. Hold on, I'm gonna pause, let the dog go lay down for a minute. Okay, I'm back. Put her up so she could lay down, and turned my cushion around. I had turned it around, but it wasn't acting right. Kept wanting to fold up and lay down. So where was that? Okay, same size, same proportionate. So I just picked these up out of the pile. Slightly got, you know, some clogs. There's still a lot. I don't know. Let's see. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. So there's still dirt. Still a little bit of dirt, but it's good enough to where I could put these together. And we're going to put them together. Okay? While I was sitting here, I don't know, about 5 minutes, 10 minutes, I've put this piece, I found some lock spots, and I'll go into detail. I'll try to. I do all this on my phone, so I'll try to go into detail, and I'll show you the little lock places and all, and we'll go from there. I mean, I'll stand the rock up, you know, in that same position, upright position, or however you go, but without finding the lock sections, so that I can show you it's going to fall one way or the other. Okay, there's always a sweet spot on that you could tell was made for that it sat there before. Okay, so here we go. This is kind of going to be hard. Let's see how far I can go back with this. Okay. Still there? Still there. Okay. Alright. Let me turn the camera down just a little. Yeah, that's loosening it. Okay. Oh, that's loosening it. Hold on, give me a second. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Just had a couple carrots. Got me belching a little bit. Let's get my chair over. Okay. Shot of sweet tea. So here we go. Let me see if I can't zoom this in because I'm not on the other side of the camera. Okay, well anyways. I'll zoom in at times, I reckon. So, base. Now let's see how. Okay. Okay, so this, my base. And so far what I've done is I set it on the ground on this flat side. See how this side isn't flat? You know, it's all bumped and wedged up. It's got humps on it. Okay. So I laid it down. And I've only figured out two positions. So we'll try to get as many as we can with this. Okay. So this is a body piece. See how? Okay. I need 2 seats so my fat butt could get closer to the camera. I'm gonna put the buttons. This is how I can do it. Okay. Whew, we'll get up and close for a minute. Okay, up and close for a minute. Now, a little high point. It's got a little fat hump. Here we go. It's raised a little bit. There's a little, let's see if we can see this nipple. Oh, there, I'll move the, see that nipple? Right? There you go. You can see it. You can see it good now. Right here. Okay. It's a raised spot in it. Like we said, this piece, let's see. From here down, it kind of drops. Right here. See how my finger dropped inside of there? It goes down. Okay. Remember I said this was a body piece. Let me slow down. Okay. There's a couple of things in this piece. It's nice. Be a lot better when I clean it. Okay, here's the very top. Let's see. There we go. To the top. It's flat, right? But then it's got this right across right here. It's got this little drop down. And then this here, there is, there you go. You notice that? There you go. Notice that, how it's divoted. Okay. Let's see. Headpiece. And you see me just brushing on this a minute ago. I believe I did it. Maybe that was the first take. But I brushed on this to show Look at all that. I mean, it's still dirty, but I pretty much don't have no dirt clogs, extra little rocks or anything like that that would impede the locking spots on these stones. You know, if I got a dirt clog or a little piece of rock in it, then it'll lock on there, but it won't lock fully. You know, it'll have that little rock or something that's keeping it from sitting all the way, or keeping it from sitting over towards the side, you know, or straight up. It could stop it from sitting straight up, you know. Did you just hear that? Let's see. Mate. Oh, I just dropped it again. It was a little dirt clog. Sounded like a rock, but it just crumbled in my fingers. It wasn't a rock. It was just a dirt clog that was stuck in one of those crevices. See that crevice? Right there. It's pretty deep. A little bit. Okay. One locking spot. See this mouth? It's kind of divoted. All right. And the way that this one is divoted, it's more of a high spot on this side than it is right here. Right here is deeper, and it kind of steps up with a little high spot hump, and then levels back on down. So that put in my mind that that's another locking spot. All right. At least for the way that we're going to put it together right now. Now I could probably rearrange these stones in a different direction, find a different locking spot, like my second big totem. You know, it's almost like this. So this body will probably flip over and lock in on another spot of that base. I haven't found it because I just pulled this off of the floor. So, like I said, this is me and you putting together a totem, okay? Let's see. And then here's the headpiece, okay? It's pretty, ain't it? See that? Okay, so headpiece. Now when this is locked, stop fumbling, Jamie. When this is locked into 1, 2, or 3. Oh, see, now I just caught this. The way this is kind of divoted in, but it's flat and it comes to the angle. That just reminded me of the bottom, to where this piece would be flipped up like that now. Okay. Body, remember that. Head. So if this is locked in on this totem, which it's a lock spot, you see, I probably should bring a flashlight over here. This is divoted out right here, right? I mean, there you go. Just divoted out. Okay. Catch this. Can I zoom in? There we go. Okay, you see it now? That divot, when I was sitting there looking at it and kind of thinking about it, because I already come to the conclusion that these rocks they're the same, like I just said earlier, they're within that same perimeter, same size. Okay. Hold on, I'm just scraping a little. So anyways, back to what I'm saying. So that piece, if that's locked in, this is one position. This little square divot that I'm talking about, rounded, squared kind of divot, is the same shape is pretty much, and same width, and I'm going to show you this. I'll show it to you right now. Don't need to wait. But it's the exact same size as that. So, let's see. Okay, it was that one. So now when it's balanced, oh shoot. When it's balanced, it locks in there. And like I said, saying a couple of days ago on one of my videos, it fits like OJ's glove. I mean, it's just, you can't get no sweeter than that. You can't get no sweeter than that. And you see what I'm talking about? You see this? All right, now I can't take this now and put it like that. I mean, unless I really turn the head, you know, too much. It's got too much of a lean that way. Okay, see how, there we go. See how this here is the low part, and then it steps up, same as this cut. So when I was looking at it, I said, you know, that's the same size. And then that's when I placed them together. I mean, I wasn't sitting here just taking rocks and, you know, trying to make something fit. I'm actually studying the way that it's been cut out, carved out, whatever, chipped out, and finding the position. See, now look at, hold on, let's see here. There's too much, it's not really coming in, but there's too much of a gap there. Too much of a gap for me. See there? It's not touching all the way. Let me lock it back into one of those positions and turn it fully around. Turn it fully around and okay, I gotta look and see which way it steps up. All right. I don't know if I can turn this with my hand. My old self leaning too much. All right, enough talking. Let's breathe for a minute. Take a sip of tea, sweet tea. And let's do some locking points. Okay. Let me bring this back here. And I'm gonna disappear for a little bit, y'all. You're gonna see my hands at work, but probably not my face. Oh, I'm tightening up the. Okay, it's tight. Let's try it this way first. See how flat that is? I might even want to be closer, huh? Let's get closer, y'all. Goodbye. I'm gonna try to watch this too. Let's see. Okay. Locking points. Where's my soft brush? There's a little hump there. There's that little hump there. It rises. Okay. From that hump, it goes down into a dip. Let's see how that does. Oh, my. Let me make sure I got it. Okay, see? Yeah. Okay, also in all these little chips and stuff here, see, that's just pretty much dust, but and all these little chips here, let me figure this out again. Hope my dogs ain't being too loud. I've done lost myself. Okay, there we are. Yes. Okay, there we are. I don't know if y'all could see this, but right here, there's a V. Okay? It's a line that it follows right here, and there's a V. See that little, like, V? The contour? When this piece, oh man, when this piece falls in on the back here, I don't have it all the way. There we go. On the back there, they fall into each other. It's a locking spot. Okay, let's go on to the head. By the way, if anybody's late, this is totem number 6. Because I'm still not calling sundial totem 7, which really that would be totem 2. If it comes out, then that's what it is. It's totem 2. I'm just not working on it at the moment. All right. So which way do we want to put the head now? I guess we're going to go with, okay, let me say this too. Remember the little spot that I was talking about, and I showed that's the same size. See that? It's the same size. Well, now on the other side, if we actually lock this in this side to the totem instead of making it be at the top, then this will be our top. You see that? Right? Well, guess what? That's this wide. You see how it's got all those bumps and grooves and doodads in there? That's the same look as this face. All right? So everything, anywhere there's a divot, there's a spot where it's not going to move. Okay? Let's see. Oh, well, I didn't mean to move like that, but the mouth, man, this is hard having the video down. So the mouth, right, sits up on this high spot and locks it in. Bird on top of the head. Okay, so now let's, which side are we gonna do? Let's do this one first. And it goes, I believe, we're on the wide section now. So it would be the flat side. All right. And this is right now, let me say something. I'm trying to film this with my phone on a tripod. And you're angled down looking at this. So I'm trying to, instead of paying attention to this piece, I'm concentrating on that, getting it right, seeing in the video. All right, I done thrown this off. Where's my V? Okay, back to that side again. Okay, how was that? Like so. I guess what I was trying to say is I don't have my eyes on it. All right, hold on. Let me look at this, fellas. All right. Let me see where it goes. All right, I got that now. Now let's do it right. Okay, that's how that was. Got everything right? No, I'm off my V a little. Drag on it. I keep knocking it off. Sorry, y'all. I need to be on the other side. We'll do it. Worry about it. We'll get it. I'm not on top of it, pretty much is what I'm saying. All right, let me look, make sure we're locking in. We'll do the bigger one. All right, where was I at, Jamie? Right there. We'll get down on the floor here in a minute. All right. Okay, let's take the camera. Oh, didn't mean to cover it up. Let me turn this on it. What do you fellas think? Okay. You ready to put it in another position? All right. Let me spin back around. We're gonna go back now. Let's see. Okay. Now let's see what else we can do here. Let me study. Let me study. Okay. Okay. I don't think that's sitting on there right. But, okay, let me hold this for a minute and let me think. All right. Oh, that's right. My bad. My bad. I'm trying to do it right. Okay. Okay. Go back with the head in the same position. All right, same position. Put your nose on the grind. Nose goes there. All right. And what were we just trying to do? We were trying to... See, now I could tell y'all, with my bigger totems, this is it's a lot easier to work with bigger totems. Now I'm gonna knock on the table and all that good jazz for y'all to show y'all that I'm not fooling anybody. And as we're seeing that there's no glue, there's no sticky tape. I ain't spray nothing on it. Do I want it that way? Or was I trying for that way? I think I was trying for that way. Maybe not. Oh, hold on. Okay, let me take this down. I'm sorry, I need to grab the other side of the camera. Okay, remember I was talking about different points and stuff? Let me grab my brush. That line kind of runs straight with that line. Oop, I just hit it. Okay, let's go for another head. I'm going to just keep you on my hand. Try to do this with my hands. All right. I think we already seen this one, did we not? Did we not? Okay. That's two positions that way. Let me think about this. Have we done this yet? Here's another position, fellas. Look, see how Look at the snake bite. Let's see if I can zoom that in right there. There we go. See how it latched onto that biting point to where that groove thing, remember I said that it was down, right? Let's see. See it sitting in there? Oh, I knocked the birdie. Okay. You see the shape of that? See how it down steps? That's where that down step got me. I don't know if I finished what I was saying a minute ago, where I was talking about these small totems are harder for me to work with doing this. The bigger totems, you know, when you lock a stone in, it's got the weight to kind of hold it. These little totems, when you're trying to put, even though they lock in, you know, when you try to what am I trying to say? When you barely touch them, I mean, it puts a lot of movement and pressure on it. You know, they become more teeter-totter or unstable. Gravity pulls more because it has nothing it's holding down to. All right, I know we could probably get, what was that, 3 off of that one side? Okay, I know we could probably get maybe 1 or 2 more, but instead of that, because this video is already 36:52, instead of that, we're going to flip this around and use this locking position on the totem. Let's completely change it. Okay, now how I was looking at it earlier, that's it right there. Okay, I'm going to explain it in depth. So, you see how, it's pretty in it. You see how this top, it slants down. It's almost pretty smooth, but it slants down. There is a little bit from this line you see right here. That is raised just a little. I don't know if you could see that. Okay, that's raised just a little. Okay, that's where I was going with it. So this piece, see how, even though it's concaved down and end, see how it does a big divot right there? You know, I mean, that's pretty big. In the picture, you can only see it looks like a hole, but it's more, you know, it's a little bit bigger than that. So what that's telling me is when I set this on here, that point is going to fall into that hole. This is in return. I'm sorry, I was talking and looking at the rock and not looking at the video. So anyways, I'll do that over again. This point that's raised up a little bit is fitting in that hole. Then this, which is on an incline, up or down, however you want to, it's going to be kind of down since it's going on this side. That flat spot goes down. Okay, I feel that's a locking spot. So let's see if I can get this. See, all right, I'm doing this with one hand again. I'm sorry, but I'm going to put you back on the tripod for a minute. Okay, hello people.